Yo, ha never said.
What is good, YouTube? Your boy Milnificent back with another video, and today we got the Ryobi 40V HP Brushless 18-inch snow blower. Now, some people kind of been hitting me up about this, saying, is it a good product to get? Personally, I was able to get this, I want to say 3-4 days ago, because we started getting snow and started getting snow fast around where I live. So I kind of want to give my spin on it and kind of give you some perspective about the gas-motored snowblower versus the cordless one. You can see right here, this is model RY408090. And kind of want to go through like certain specifications about the product before we actually kind of look at the product, and I do some comparisons with some video demos, but let's just get straight to it. So let me scroll down here and I'll show you exactly what certain features are for the snowblower. Of course, it does feature a push to start button, and that's common for these cordless snowblowers. You want simplicity. This is kind of where it is, and I'll show you kind of a picture of where everything's located on the actual device itself. So continue on here. It does come with an LED light bar. That light bar is very bright, especially for areas where you're trying to get out the snow and it's dark. It has a wide, and I mean a wide range of light. So that's a good feature actually. You'll see that on the demo as well. And of course, you got the brushless motor. I'll be talking about this during the demo when I kind of go in my garage and show you the differences between the gas and the cordless. The brushless motor, just think of when you see those coils kind of wrapped around its functionality. It's just added performance, but it's more sufficient versus your traditional motors that are stored with the gas snowblower. And continuing on, of course, the rubber metal auger. I will definitely show you the difference between having a exposed auger versus an auger that has rubber around it. Trust me, there's a big difference. But in terms of durability, it is definitely a factor when you're kind of removing the snow. And then, of course, it says that it has a powerful snow discharge of up to 25 feet away. I'm not sure. I think when I did the video, I did the demo prior to doing this. I'm kind of showing you the breakdown of what you'll be looking at during the video, so you kind of understand what I'm talking about when I'm trying to talk about it, if that makes sense. So I believe those were the chute itself. So it does 180 degrees directional. You get that option to turn it a certain way depending on how you're doing your snow plowing. You'll actually adjust the chute to kind of angle it up. So, I think the farthest, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 25 feet. I could be wrong about that, but the direction, the higher it goes, the farther the snow kind of blows. So you get the idea. And let me just scroll down here because I do want to take note of what it comes with. The package itself comes with the 40V 18-inch snowblower machine itself. It comes with the battery, but it also comes with the charger. I will say this: when you use your snowblower, if you do decide to get this, make sure the battery and the charger is stored in room conditions. Don't leave the battery out. As soon as you're done with the snowblower, remove the battery, take it out, and put it in room conditions. So, you want to be able to take care of your item. I mean, you're investing your money in this. I want you to have the long effect of it versus, something happening to it. So the reason why, because that battery, if it gets exposed and it's cold, it could either A, damage it over time, or B, it's just going to take a while for it to charge up, because the charging station that it comes with is going to recognize that it is cold and it's going to wait for it to warm up before it actually starts charging. So kind of get ahead of the game. And also in terms of the dimensions, we're going to look at the specifications that are actually listed here. The auger size is about 18 inches, which is basically the same size as the clearing width. So when you think of the clearing width, and I'll cover this over the video, the wider the width, the more you're able to cover in terms of removing snow from off the ground. The battery is a 40V 60 ampere battery. Now, I want to say, and I'll probably mention this during the demo as well, that it takes less than 60 minutes to charge, and I want to say it's up to 2 hours in terms of usage. But it depends on the type of snow you're getting. If you're getting light snow, you'll be able to kind of like fly through it no problem. When it's snow mixed with like the slush and it gets kind of harder to remove, I feel like it makes the motor itself run a little bit faster. and it might drain the battery a little bit faster. So just keep that in mind. The warranty, 5-year limited warranty. I'm pretty sure it'll cover certain parts, but not all parts. But you know how the fine print goes. And then the clearing depth is 10 inches. So from off the ground, you can get about 10 inches just going straight. You know, if you get 10 inches of snow, you should be able to go right through it, and it'll just make the snow just fly wherever you put the direction of the snow in. And the discharge distance, actually, I was kind of right, 25 feet. So, you know, I just wanted to cover those bits of the actual item before we get into the item, start reviewing, doing compare, contrast, all that stuff. So sit back and relax. Your boy Magnificent giving you a little spin in my reviews, because a lot of people just think I do shoes and, you know, technology and stuff like that, but kind of want to twist it up. So sit back and relax. Your boy Magnificent. Let's get to the demo of the Ryobi 40V Cordless Snow Blower. And I'll do some comparisons with my gas snowblower. I have 2 of them. Sit back and relax and enjoy the show. All right, YouTube, we are now in my garage. I'm going to show you the difference between the gas-powered snowblower I have versus the cordless battery-operated lithium snowblower that I got not too long ago from Ryobi. So one of the things you can see, obviously, is the difference between the augers, right? This is 22 inches in width. This is about 18. Another big difference I want to point out is that when you look at your traditional snowblower, which utilizes gas in this case, these augers or spinning blades in a spiral type of formation will tend to rust. So I don't know if you can see that. And it's going to rust because depending on the placement of the exterior of the item that you see right here. So on the exterior portion, you can adjust the levels for the auger, but if it's too low and it's digging kind of into the ground, you run that risk of hitting the metal towards the ground, which can scrape this and also damage it. So you want to be careful with the level that you put the auger. So when you think of auger, just think of a metal device or a metal spiral that kind of goes round and round. And in this case, that's what they put on these snow blowers. But on the electrical one from Ryobi, the 40V, you look at this auger, this is 18 inches. But the key thing about this is that they put rubber on the outside versus just having the metal exposed so it can get chopped up. So even if you do hit the concrete by mistake, this rubber, this hardened rubber, is actually kind of absorbing the shock and impact, and it actually is very, very durable. I think I used this a couple of times already. You can see that that is pretty good. But this is 18 inches in width. This is 22. Obviously, in terms of a job, depending on how big your driveway is, depending on how wide your sidewalks are, you can probably get the job done a lot faster with a 22 in terms of the driveway than an 18. But an efficiency in terms of getting the snow removed, you got to think about this. This one in this version, this is kind of like self-propelled. So let me just kind of run you through what I've noticed, at least with my gas powered snowblower. And again, this is kind of like, this is a whole preference thing. So this is the old way of doing your snow, right? Typically what happens is because of the metal auger that you have right here, the snow kind of tends to sit on it, and you kind of need this stick to either kind of push down in here and kind of release the snow as it's kind of building up, especially if it's slush. On this, you don't have to worry about that. So I just want to kind of point that out there. You do not have to worry about that because of the design. Again, the rubber combination with the metal will allow the snow to just kind of freely break up, if you know what I mean. So I did try this on the snow where it's like nice and soft. I also tried it when it was like real hard and slushy, and I was able to kind of just plow through it. Pause, but you get what I'm saying. So let's kind of look at this real quick, because both of them do have a chute. It features a chute that, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this one goes pretty far. I should have the specs over here, but not as far as this. Obviously, the trajectory can go a lot wider, a lot longer than this, but this obviously gets the job done. So you got your chutes right here, but the difference between maintaining a device like this versus maintaining a device like this is a lot easier than this. When I say you're worried about the gas, you have to worry about the gas and refilling. Typically at the end of winter, you want to drain it, then fill it up with gas. The oil, you want to drain it, or at least change it every so often. So you have to basically things you have to worry about when you're snow blowing, right? At least the gas powered ones. This one has what's called like an electric to start. So let's see if I have it right here. This is right here. There's an electric starter. So in addition to having gas in here and oil here, and if I pull this lever, if I pull it and it's not able to start, it's not able to start the engine, I have the ability to plug or use a electrical wire, plug it up into an outlet and then start it up that way. This one also has like a speed, different types of speeds where you can set the speeds. Let me see right here, the throttle speed, the bad angle, real bad angle, where you can set the throttle speeds from slow to fast. So if you want the machine to kind of hurry up and go, or you want it to go at a certain pace, choice is up to you. Of course, you have to worry about the primer. You have to worry about the choke, which is down here. And like I said, it's those little things you have to worry about, and this over time can cost you a whole lot of money versus this, which is not the case because this has a brushless motor. So when you think of brushless motor, think of like a motor that has like different coils that it's operating, so the motor is actually more efficient. It's running smooth versus this. Again, no disrespect to the whole gas thing, but this is kind of, in my opinion, for people that live in an environment where they're getting up to 10 inches of snow and you're trying to clear out the snow as fast as possible, then this is your perfect solution. You don't necessarily need this overpower sized gas operated snowblower. So going back to the Ryobi, when you look at the Ryobi, you can see that just like this one has a lever, right? But the difference is this is push to start. So you don't have to worry about having to pull this lever, trying to tug at it, or having to find an outlet to plug this up to start it. This is literally operated by the battery. Now the battery goes in here. Now when you get your Ryobi 40V HP Brushless device, you can see right in there. And actually, you know what? I'll have a snapshot because I think it's dark in here. But your battery is actually going to go down in here. And I'll actually show you that momentarily. But when you first get it out the box and you're assembling this together, there's a web link that basically shows you how to assemble everything from start to finish. But going back to here, your manual and all that stuff will be in here. Your battery will be in a box, if I'm not mistaken, along with the charging pad. Now, it does come with the fast charging station. So I would say like the battery should charge in under an hour. And you should get up to, I want to say up to, depending on how you're using it and depending on the snow conditions, because if it's slushy, I think the engine is going to run, or the motor is going to run a lot harder to remove the slush versus the light snow. So you got to take certain things into factor, but you should be able to get at least up to 2 hours worth of usage, up to 2 hours. But it should take just under an hour to charge. So this LED light, which I'll actually show you, is very, very bright. I'm gonna do a quick demo so you can see how bright it is. And this is the battery. So let me show you how this works. I'm gonna put this on here. And again, one of the benefits of having, I don't know if I can do this with, I probably can. One of the benefits of having like a light-powered snowblower like this is that it's the weight, right? So that's another thing you have to consider. This kind of slides out. Boom, all right. Put that down in there. Now to start this, it's very easy. So I might have two different videos showing you kind of like what it looks like on this side while we're starting it on this side. So all you have to do, hold this down. You can see that the light actually comes on as soon as you put the lever down. And if I can do this at the same time, that is awesome. So I'm holding this down and then I just, as soon as I let go, it stops. So it's very responsive. You can hear the engine, or the motor, it actually sounds pretty cool. So the light right here is bright enough. to actually light up a good area. So if you're snowing, if you're kind of snow blowing at nighttime and you're having to worry about you're gonna hit something or you're hitting rocks, this is bright enough, trust me. Again, I'll have a demo kind of like right next to me so you can see how dark it is or how dark the conditions can be, but you can still snow blow right through it, if that makes sense. But all in all, in my opinion, I feel like this is more sufficient for people who are looking for simplicity and you're looking to get the snow out as fast as possible. Another cool thing about this is that this is able to fold up. What I mean by that is instead of just leaving your snowblower in the garage just like this portion, the handle is able to fold up. Once you take these levers and put this toggle here down, you push this down, and I don't know if I'm doing it with one hand, so it's kind of hard to do it. So don't push this all the way down, but you should be able to just fold this up. And I'm trying to do this. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. That'd be awesome. Oh, look at that, one-handed. It just folds like this, right? And that's good because when you think about it, by it folding up this way, it can actually just sit up. I mean, look how light this is. This is very light, but it can actually sit up like this, and it takes up less space in your garage. But you know what? Since I have it like this, you'll probably be able to see it, the motor, at least the auger, and how it operates. But that's a good view of it. That is pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. I like that. And you can actually see under it, snow just comes in. What you'll notice is that, like on the back panel right here, this is plastic. It's not really metal. And that's even better for when snow is coming down here. If it's slush, it's easier to just come off, and it keeps the auger just keeps rotating, brushing it off. So your boy Magnificent, man. Let me tell you right now, the Ryobi 40V, I think this model came out, I'm not sure if it was last year or this year, but this to me is definitely worth the investment because again, one of actually a couple advantages is the fact that it's not too bad in terms of cost. It's lightweight, so if, for people that are older, you're looking to utilize something without breaking your back or putting strain in your back, this is the perfect solution. And it runs on battery. You don't have to go to the gas station that maybe, for most people like me, where the gas station is not right down the street. You got to take a few drive in order to get down there. So in my opinion, this is definitely worth the investment in terms of trying to get out there and get the snow. And hopefully, actually, you know what? It is snowing out there right now. Maybe I might show some examples of me kind of like just going out and how it operates, but I'll take some camera angles and kind of make it work. But your boy Magnificent, man, comment below, let me know what you think about the Ryobi 40V brushless motor snow blower. The assembly was easy. It's easy to operate. It's lightweight. It's easier to understand for most people, and you'll be in and out, depending on how big your driveway is, depending on how big your sidewalks are, or how long it is. But it's very efficient, very easy to operate. Your boy Magnificent, I am out. You guys, stay blessed.